Today we are checking in on the Anthurium propagation box that I used to basically shoved these Anthuriums in here in moss and left it alone. I don't exactly know how long it's been. I want to say 3 months, so I don't know if they've survived. Checked in on it last week and I don't even see roots. It has been some kind of spring with plant care because I've had so much going on with the Hoya root rot. But today is a little Anthurium care day. I'll probably check in on my Anthuriums that I have in water and another Anthurium I have somewhere up there. It is in no drainage, so we're gonna be doing that today. I want to say it's a Hoya free day, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's possible because I'm gonna open this and there is a Hoya in here that I do need to check on. So I'll check on this last for those who don't want to hang out for the Hoyas today. But I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking about Hoyas right now. We will be checking in on this at the last bit. And there's actually some Hoyas in here too that I am propagating. And this is an opportunity for me to sit down and have a nice plant chat and life update. Let's get into this box and see what we can salvage. I can't wait to tell you all that's going on because there's a lot. Anything that's salvageable, I'll put it on this cover and then get it acclimated for ambient humidity, and then we'll see. We'll see if anything did survive, but let us take a look at the box. You won't be able to see me, but you're here for the plants. All right. Okay, so there is some Hoyas that we're going to check on. And this one, I do need to, I'm going to put this one in water and perlite. So we'll do that at the end. Okay, Anthurium. I think this is I don't know what this, I don't remember what plant this is. Okay, so there's like 2 new roots. That was the one that was attached to the moss. There's some growth. There's some growth in this one. There's a new leaf coming in. So what I'm going to do, I think we're going to like split it up and cut and chop it and see if we can get a plant. And then I'm going to put it in a pot. Like, it's just like, that is what I would need to do. When I was going through this, I just shoved everything in the box because I was overwhelmed a few months ago with plant care, and that is why this has happened. But let's see. All right, so this one, oh my gosh, it grew a new leaf crawling. It's like, this is where the roots are. That's so funny. But this is the Anthurium magnificum because of the square stem. That's so funny. It was, of course, following the light. And absolutely there's like 1 new root from that. Parts of the moss is dry. Some are like a little moist. All right, so this is philodendron micans. I will pot this up too in a separate pot. So, okay. Oh gosh, I don't know. All right, more Anthuriums. Okay, we lost a leaf. All right, this is the Anthurium forgetii. Okay, I have some new roots. Oh, there's like all this fungus gnat coming out of this. There's some new roots on this, and it gave me a new leaf, and another one is coming. So I would like to get this plant situated better. We'll pot it up. All right, this one, crystallinum and Doriaki cross. Very beautiful. So this one's doing better. I can totally pot this up. There's 1 new like root. It looks, I mean, the leaves look actually really nice too. All these micans, I chopped up my micans and I was trying to root the micans. I have all these, so I'm just going to put these aside in here and handle it later off camera. I'm sure you don't care to see me pot up micans, or we can chat through it. We'll see. Oh, what's this? Oh my gosh. Okay, no, this is the another one of the Rhaphidophora. I chopped it up and I just shoved it in here. Yeah, that is, oh, look at this. Is an Anthurium as well. And there's a new growth point. So we'll pot that up. We'll just put these aside. I'm going to just take all the Rhaphidophores and put it on one corner and take care of that later. Propagation box are, you know, very handy, but it still needs maintenance, I feel. And I think like I didn't have a cover that was like closing it shut completely. So I think that was one of the reasons why it didn't really do well and it was drying out really quickly. I watered this like just last week. It's just kind of moist. Some areas are really dry. This is another Dorayaki cross. It's done better. I had this plant in pond, no drainage. Didn't grow well. The roots did well, but not, the growth was terrible. All right, this one's a forgetti eye. I have a nice new leaf. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna pot this up. This one is the Dorayaki. Another little seedling. Oh, this one's so cute. Sometimes I want my plants to stay small. Yeah, so there's nice roots on here. I will definitely be potting that up. Oh, look at this. Oh, I have new growth. So I didn't get like these fabulous, didn't get the fabulous roots, but I am getting like new growth. I'm going to have like a lot of Rhaphidophore. I don't even know. Does that something that sells still in the plant world? I don't know. This didn't do anything, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm still going to pot it up. We're going to pot that up. We're going to pot it up in soil. And there's some roots on this one too, which is great. Can't believe I'm going to be taking care of this. This one, I think this one rotted. This one's not doing well. We're just going to chuck that away now. All right, I think that is it. All right, so we have another Anthurium here in water. This is a Magnificum. And it's not really, there's some new growth here, new, like a growth point activating. Okay, I think like what I'm gonna do is just, oh look, we have some new roots. That's awesome. I think like maybe what I'll do is pot it up in leca. I think that one might go in leca. These are Hoya cuttings that I'm trying to propagate and try to continue propagating. All right, I have plant pots and soil, so let's repot. Repot and catch up. We're catching up today. I have been doing so much with Hoyas. I have not done much with my other plants, and we need to take care of that. I have alcohol and water, even some swabs to clean, big scissors. All right, so we're catching up today. While we repot these, we're gonna do this one first. I wanna move this one to leca because it was already in water. I wanna see how my Anthuriums will do in leca because they have such big roots. So this one will have to go in a, I'm gonna have to do this one last. I think we'll just work with this one. I don't remember what this is, but we're gonna chop some growth points. I think I'm just gonna make, I think there's three in here. There's like, this is 2 and that's a third one. Anthurium nodes are so close together. It is so difficult to get one plant. We'll also get the Anthurium veitchii that I need to repot as well. Amazing, beautiful Anthurium veitchii. It doesn't look that great. I needed to get this one done, and we'll do this before the Hoyas in the last bit. I'll be doing timestamps in this video so you guys can jump around. Okay, so now let us start chopping and chatting, shall we? Okay, so there's been a lot of good things happening with the Hoyas. So I'm kind of giving the Hoyas a break, although they're getting a break from airtime just for a minute. And then I'm going to come back with Hoya chats later on in the month. I just need to give other plants airtime, and really because I need to do things with them. There's philodendrons that I need to take care of as well. So we'll be doing some of those this month as well. I think I can just chop this. Oh, but I don't want to chop those new roots. Oh gosh. All right. I'm just gonna chop. Oh, it's not gonna work out well. I don't want to leave all this in there. Oh boy. All right, I think like this area. Oh man. All right. I can't do it. I think I'm just gonna pot this up together. We're just gonna pot this and watch it grow and see what happens. And then maybe if it gets bigger, I can do a cleaner cut here. Yeah, cause like once I chop it, I have to let it callus over, and then that's more time. Let's just see once I pot it up what happens. I don't really have a lot of moss on here. So, all right. So we're not chopping after all. I don't know. I don't think this can fit in here. I'm gonna need to get a bigger pot. Seriously, like what can I do in this pot? I don't really have a bigger one. I do have a bigger pot, and I think this would work fine. All right. I think I'll just chop all the dry roots of this one. There's a new Anthurium gonna grow out of this point right here. It just makes new plants from like the roots. Look at that. Yeah, I think we can just see what happens. I'm going to also do a moss cover at the top because it is an Anthurium. That is something I know I have to keep in mind when I'm working with them because of these aerial roots. So until then, I'll just give it a little bit more soil like this to root. A little mountain. That's one. All right, next one, the Anthurium forgetii. This is one of my favorite Anthuriums because of just how dark the leaves are. I love this one and I want to save it. I have like more plants, and I'll keep one and sell the other one. That's one of the things that we're going to chat about today. Something that I've decided to do is I thought long and hard. I fought against it. I worried about it. I had anxiety about it. I talked to my friends about it, my husband about it. I was like, this is not good. This is not for me. I'm not going to do it. But I have decided to sell plants. And it really just happened over the weekend. We have to start thinking about what is next for us because I need to start working. And I'm still job hunting. There's nothing that I've been able to find legit that's remote. So I need to stay remote. And the only way I'm able to stay remote is YouTube. And with an addition to YouTube is to sell some plants that can give me a little bit more income. Because depending on AdSense alone is, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for anyone. I don't know how people do it with depending on AdSense alone. Yeah, it's like you're a slave to the algorithm. And I like putting out videos. I like putting out teachable videos. Teachable videos is kind of what does well for YouTube. Those, videos that it's like I need a taller pot. All right, I'm gonna go get a taller pot. I'll be right back. I only have 4 of these tall orchid pots. That's it. There's 4. So we'll have to make do with this. And I know this will do well for Anthuriums. These kind of pot does so well for Anthuriums because they're so tall. Because of it, I don't have to do that moss dome for them. I just, see? Just stick it in there and it kind of covers all that. Unless the plant grows more tall. We're going to do a little root chop because I want to bury it a little bit more. All right, so back to the plant selling thing. I mean, I'm selling plants in my plant room. I'm not like, I have bought some plants with the idea to keep one for me and some to sell. Either I get a night job and work at night, or I kind of, this is gonna look kind of weird because the way it was growing in the propagation box, but it's fine. It'll fix itself. Good, yay. So yeah, I you know, the plant selling, I'm not gonna be like selling rare plants and stuff. There are some rare plants I have, and some that I have purchased, but it's nothing crazy. I'm not gonna be that kind of person. I like this one so much. I think I'll probably keep this one. I made a place in the plant room already. It's over there. I made a place there for the plants that I'm gonna be propagating and selling, and we'll see what happens. First, I have to sell in my neighborhood or in Indiana. So like, I know a lot of other plant YouTubers sell plants, and I don't know, maybe I didn't pay attention to their journey of selling plants, but here in Indiana, I need to have a license to sell plants. I don't need a license to sell plants in Indiana, but if I'm going to go on eBay or Etsy selling anything like across state lines, I have to have a license. So to get this license, it costs $50 for the year, and I need to renew it every December. So when I get my license for this year, I'll have to renew again in December. So it's like $100 this year for me. But I have to have an inspection of my plant room. Crazy. So I have already contacted the inspector, and I am going to be arranging a time for him to come, set an appointment for him to come and inspect the plant room. Basically, what is happening, I have to have a pest-free zone in order to sell plants. So guess who's going to be doing all the pest treatment this month? I do pest prevention, and I do like SNS 209, and I spray with my spider mite spray that I have. It is rosemary, neem oil, all the things. I spray that on the plants, and when I give them their wash in the room that I have in there. So we're gonna pot this one up like this because this leaf is up. It's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be fine, right? I guess like this. I guess it's gonna have to go like that. So yeah, so when they come and do their pest inspection of my plants, the next step for approval for the license, I have to fill out an application. So it's like a process, and we'll see if I'm not approved. I guess I'm not selling plants. So once I get approved, I'll sell plants. You know, I'll start that process. But until then, I'm going to be selling plants in Indiana. It'll give us something extra for what is happening in our life right now. As you know, I cannot work outside the house because I don't want to lose Lobo, and I'm just not. I know that some people will say, oh, you can still leave the house with your dog's condition. And people have said that to me, and let him seize in the comfort of, you know, of his like house on a pillow or something. Well, that's not how it usually goes. The seizure can happen anywhere, and then what happens, you know, with a seizure is Lobo gets inhaler spray in the middle. Once the like episode has subsided, he has to get that medication or he's going to have more. It's never going to stop. And if it doesn't stop after a while, it's going to be fatal for the dog. So, you know, this is what the season that we're in, and we are looking to take care of him. And that's what I have to do. So we've been okay so far with me not working, but we need some, you know, it's like something needs to like happen. So that's why I figured some planned sales would give me a little bit extra for the bills. I can totally share what I made on YouTube, on AdSense YouTube for the month of April and May. And then even for June, that's coming because June is May's payment. It's way lower. I did only one video a week this month or last month, and that, you know, hurt the channel a little bit for AdSense. So, you know, you really can't depend on AdSense alone. I'm sure, you know, some people will have things to say about what I'm doing, or I've decided to sell plants and stuff. All right, this one I said I was going to put in a bigger pot, right? Did I get a bigger pot? I did. Where is it? I'll have to get another pot, so we'll just have to put that aside. All right, we're gonna, this is just a chunk, and I'm gonna bury this. We're gonna grow this. We're gonna see what happens. I hope you guys are supportive of me doing that. Not that I need anyone's approval, you know. I just don't want to. We totally buried it. All right, we're gonna have to put a label on that because there's nothing. We'll see what happens. It's like Anthurium blank. I don't know what Anthurium it is. So, you know, us deciding to do that, I've been giving away plants and people are getting to know me in the neighborhood, and that's really good. So I'm hopeful. I had to buy some materials in order to do this, like packing stuff and like bags to make it cutesy. I can't just throw a plant in someone's face and be like, have a good day. I have to give them an experience. So I have some experience in selling on Etsy. So I will be opening another Etsy store. I won't be able to use after I get approved. I won't be able to use my mix and match creation store with my crafts. So I'll just have like a plant, like Mix and Plants or something like that. I don't know if anybody has that name already. So that is the plan. I am not the channel that gets sponsors or anything. I don't have that kind of following to have that. So some channels, some bigger channels are able to like get sponsored and brand deals. That's not this channel. It's not gonna happen here. I need like more. I wonder, you know, I think I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna pot a bunch of them up together, like this one and this one, and you know, with the hopes of like repotting it once I have like growth and stuff. Because it's like I only have 2 more of these. It's like that taller pot is just so much better for Anthuriums. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna do that. Potting them up all together. Gonna like its new setup because it's not just sitting in moss in a propagation bin. I will have it in the propagation bin, but probably wouldn't have the lid on while it rehab a little bit. Okay, so the next thing, I don't know if you guys notice, I'm sure you haven't because YouTube and Instagram are different, but I've deactivated my Instagram. I know there's a few of you that I chat with on Instagram, and I am gonna miss that conversation, but you can always chat with me on YouTube because there's a community page on YouTube. I just needed to get out of Instagram because Instagram doesn't pay and it is a distraction for me. Whenever I get bored, I'm on Instagram, and Instagram kind of gives me a little anxiety. I like not being on social media, period. I never liked TikTok. It gives me major anxiety. I mean, I think like I got the TikTok page for maybe like a week, and I was like, this is not gonna work. I can't do it. I just, too fast paced for me. I'm more of a relaxed person, you know. So I'm gonna need to get like a bigger pot for 2 of these. And then we will repot the veitchii. Oh my gosh. Spring has been so good to the plant room. I have so much growth, so many plants healing from not being happy over the winter. And I think is good altogether what has happened with my Hoyas and now Anthuriums that I'm taking care of. I had really nice Anthuriums, and you know, I just so many things. Like my corporate job was very busy. I worked from home, but there was times where I had to be gone for a week at a time, sometimes out of town, to another state, and so, like we would have like week-long meetings. I'm glad I don't have that anymore. Oh my gosh, it was painful. Back to Instagram. Yeah, so I've left. I don't know how long I'll be gone. I'm sure I'll come back at some point, but it's actually not going to be anytime soon. Since I've been off Instagram, I think it's been about 2 weeks. It's been great. Because like I find myself when I get bored, even bored in editing, I want to go check Instagram and stop what I'm doing. And you know, if you've watched this channel long enough, I've done some research into like being bored and boredom. It is when creativity thrives. And I am in a creative space. I do a lot of creative things. And if my creativity is being suppressed by social media, I'm just going to stop that. I don't want that for myself. I want to be able to like have that creative outlet without the noise and stuff. So we're gonna pot this one up like this. Oh my gosh, because this was in the propagation box like this. Yeah, we're gonna, it's like, there's a growth point right here. I guess we can, we could do this. I guess. Can I use this to do it? Yeah, maybe I'll use this. But it's gonna need a repot, like, yeah, that I can't use. I have a bigger one. Okay, this one's kind of big, but I think it's gonna be fine because Anthurium, they root like crazy. That was one of the problems. Oh, this is perfect. That was one of the problems I had in no drainage, because the Anthurium roots grew even more for me in no drainage. And there was not a lot of rotted roots, but because the plant was so root bound so quickly, it stopped growing. And I would rather have like bigger Anthuriums. I have the idea to pot these, some of my Anthuriums up in way bigger pots later on. And it's gonna have to be not clear pots, which is fine, because those clear pots are expensive. So I'm gonna use like other plant pots that's bigger in size, because Anthuriums need like that big pot eventually. And yeah, I think this is fine. There's like holes all on the sides, so I would usually not pot this up in something like this because it's so big, but because of the holes on the side, it's going to dry quicker, and then I'm able to you know, not have root rot. Okay, so let's do the veitchii. What else do I need to update you guys on? I've bought some new plants, you know, with the idea of it gonna go on sale later. And then like some plants that I'm gonna sell is plants that I really have to prune. For one thing, my Palensis. That plant has to get chopped. It cannot live in the setup that it's in, and it's gonna have to come out of the, you know, like just be manageable. So, all right, this is my Anthurium veitchii that I have a no drainage. It desperately needs a repot, and I'm just gonna do it here. Look at that new leaf. There's multiple growth points happening now over here. It was dormant during winter, and since spring has started, just crazy how the plant knows it's spring. It started growing again, which I'm so glad for, but I have to repot this plant. I think this one will be fine in no drainage, but I just think, oh God, this is gonna be so bad. Like, how am I gonna pot this? All right, let's just see. I will give you an update on this plant once it grows and maybe give you a care video on it. How am I gonna take this out? Okay. The roots are growing up. There's roots here. Oh my God. All right, maybe if I could maybe, broken. It broke. It broke. Did the pot break? I mean, I'm okay with broken pots if I get my plant out. Okay. Let's try this again. No, it's not moving. That sucks. I did no drainage because I thought it would really be beneficial for me. I just need to give this plant what it wants, and that is some aeration. I think that is one thing that will help me with Anthuriums do better is the aeration. And I've just learned so much. I'm going to be destroying some roots. All right, let's see if I can just get, what can I get out? I don't want to go in the kitchen. I don't want to, I'll have to go and do dishes. I don't want to do dishes now, or I might just chop. Let's just, damn it. This is not how I wanted to do this plant. Did I think it was just gonna come out of the pot like no problem? Right. Oh, I know I keep pulling like that. Okay. All right, this is what no drainage roots look like. There's some rot. This part is rotted. It smells like there's been rot. Okay, this is great. I got leca at the bottom. It smells like there's root rot. Oh, algae. Like slimy on the sides. Could I just repot it straight into, I don't know. I have a really big pot. I wonder if I can just do that. Just plop it in the pot and see what happens. See, like there's so much. There's like rot. I know somebody's gonna say I need to clean my scissors. Yeah, there's more rot. I think it's moist at like in the middle here, not at the top. Let's look at noodles, ramen noodles. I'm gonna have soup for lunch today. This is reminding me to have my lunch. I cracked myself up. So how's your spring going? Have you made any decisions? Have you guys made any decisions for what's coming for summer? Any changes? Any new goals? Since I have this new adventure of selling plants in my neighborhood and then online, this is going to be interesting because I'm also going to be selling my craft stuff and doing YouTube videos. So because I'm doing this full time, I'm able to, like, it's not good what I'm doing to like do all these multiple things, but I kind of have to. If you have any ideas of something else I could do, let me know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pot this up. Dare I do it? I'm gonna get the bigger pot though. There's a really big pot I have, like one of these orchid pots. So I'm gonna be able to use it today. This is what I'm gonna use. This is a really big one. And I bought these just for my Anthuriums. I'm gonna need to get like a cover pot for it because I am so sick and tired of algae. Oh boy, I'm gonna need, there's a lot of holes in here, so, and really, really big holes. Yes, I would have liked to grow this in like leca or something, but I think, I'm gonna have to, I don't know how that's gonna work. There's a lot of holes in here. I might have to put like leca at the bottom. We're just gonna use this leca. The holes are so big, the soil will just come out. Yeah, so your goals, and anybody doing anything interesting, new adventures? I'd love to hear what they are. I am still doing the plant consultation thing. I'm looking to see where that would go. I'm excited for it, and I am continuing with Patreon. I love working with Patreon stuff. I have so much fun writing. I didn't know how much fun I was gonna have with my writing, but I write a lot on there. If you want to take a look at my Patreon, I will invite you to do so. I do have a lot of fun on there. I wish I could have my own website, but that's just not gonna happen right now. I remember Harley G did a video about selling plants, and I think she encouraged to start on Etsy first, or just on another platform that not a website, because just so much fees. And I'm not gonna do Palm Street before you guys say that. I have phone boundaries. I wasn't doing this. I wasn't putting my phone away at a certain time, but now I am going to actually start. I am going to be putting my phone away in the plant room, say 7:30, and I'm not going to come back to it again until the next day. We'll see how that goes, because like now that I don't have to reply to like DMs on Instagram or anything like that, I really don't need to be on my phone. If I'm going to reply to comments on YouTube, I can just do that on my computer, which I have my computer in when I'm hanging out with my husband on the sofa at night, watching something on TV that we don't have to pay attention to. Sometimes we watch things that we have to pay attention to, and I have to put every device away. So I think this is good. All right, it's covered. It's covered now. I'm gonna put another layer underneath that netting underneath. So yeah, I'm glad we were able to catch up today. Oh, crap. It's too big. Oh, it's not big enough. Did I did. This is the biggest one. I don't have anything bigger. Oh, man. Okay, see, like the roots. Oh, you can't even see anything because of the leaves. Like the roots were growing up because it was root bound. So maybe if I'm able to put the roots down, I would be able to put the plant in. I don't advise messing with roots like this, but I'm gonna have to root trim. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to have to do that, but I'm gonna do it. I hope everything's gonna be okay. Don't judge me, please. You know, a lot of like plant stuff I figure out. I was reading my Hoya. I have a Hoya book that I've been reading. I'm going to be doing a video this month on the channel to review that Hoya book. And you should have seen what happened the other day. I am nearing the end of the book. I got to a part I said something to YouTube about plant care this year. I said it twice on record and in writing in comments, and the writer of the Hoya book said the exact same thing. And it's not something common what you hear from people in the plant community. Is not something that I've heard. In fact, I've heard the opposite. So we're gonna try to squeeze these. All right, we're in. It's gonna be tight. I think I'm just doing a little bit more of a root trim. It's needed to do a root trim. I can't just not. I have to. The plant is gonna just really hate me. I know it. I know. But there's like more aerial roots that's here. Like these aerial roots. Can you even see that? Oh my gosh. Like the aerial roots here, they're gonna grow in. So yeah, there'll be new roots. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so the thing that the book said was, actually, I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you because, and I've said this on my channel, if I can find a clip of where I said it, I'm gonna put it. And I know that I said I was gonna talk about Hoyas today, but you know, this is my channel. I could do what I want. All right, can this go in now? It's still so tight. There's so much root. It's like I can't really find okay, there's some dried roots here. That's good. We'll just take that out. I don't know how the plant is gonna behave after I do all this to it. All right, we're gonna go for it again. There's dried roots here. Okay. All right, we have, okay, once I'm done with this repot here, I'm going to read that part of the book for you. Oh my gosh, my plant, I'm just gonna be so happy with this plant. Oh my goodness, are you gonna be happy too? I hope so. Fresh soil, aeration. Oh man, my goals this year was to grow bigger Anthuriums, and then I got all this rot issues. So see, like there's roots poking out. Go back in. I cannot wait to give you an update on this plant. So yeah, my goal this year was to grow bigger Anthuriums, and then I got Hoya root rot. So I had to put a lot of things on pause, like my goal journey. I have to do a video on that again, of how my goal journey is going for this year. Not great, not as expected. I've learned a lot. If anything, I've gained like tons of knowledge on plant care. I'm like intentionally learning and writing a lot of things down that I want to save for later and share and write stories on it, little articles on it to just help somebody else be better with plants. Okay, I think that Okay, that's good. I am gonna go and like later look for, can this work? There's water in here. Not a lot. I need to check that. Can this fit? It fits a little bit. I just don't want the algae. So, all right, we're gonna water this after. But let's read. Okay, my book. We're gonna. Hopefully I can find it. I cannot wait to do a review on this. This is just general. It's like general care tips, but there's like things in here that I find really helpful. Oh, here we go. Here it is. I found it. Oh my gosh, listen. I won't put the clip where I said it, but it will be in for the review video. This is talking about watering and humidity, essential care for Hoya plants. I mean, whoever's watching this to this point know that we're informal now. We're just hanging out. We're plant friends, hanging out on a FaceTime call. Okay? Okay, so it talks about how to water your plants, humidity, and all these watering frequencies, and overwatering and underwatering stuff. But at the end of it, there's an asterisk with a note. It says, if you grow in controlled indoor environments, indoor heating systems can dry out substrate very quickly and could require more frequent watering during the winter months. This is something I've said twice on video, multiple times in comments since I went through Hoya root rot this year. This year is when I found out that the heating, because you know, we had a very quick winter here. So October, winter started. We had snow in October and it didn't stop. So we didn't even get to clear out the fall leaves. So the snow didn't stop. It was just like winter was already here for us. You know what happens when January comes? We're in negative digits. So, and that was the year. This year I've noticed like I had to water my Hoyas way more. So, and I was like, all the things that I've heard online from other plant enthusiasts, they said, to water less in winter. Well, looky here. Our heat system is on from September all the way down to April or May. That's how long our heat is on. And, it goes on and off, but usually during the winter months, it shuts off only when it reaches the thermostat setting, which we have it set at 62. So the heat is always on here during winter. And I noticed my Hoyas drying out quicker. Did I notice that the year before? I don't think I was as intentional as noticing that last year, but I noticed that this year. So that is what I'm gonna leave you with that. I did want to take care of some of my Hoyas, but I think like we're an hour and a half into this video. Is there another Hoya in here? Oh my gosh, what? Oh, okay, yeah, there is another Hoya in here. Okay. All the leaves of this Kadada has fallen off. Like, yeah. Yeah, we'll be taking care of this later. I don't think the Kadada likes, oh my gosh, that's it. Are you crazy? Have I lost my Kadada? All right, so I'm just gonna chop right now. We'll just chop. Let's hang out a little bit more. I'm chopping that and chopping this like where there's like a leaf. I can't believe it. I've lost my plant. Root rot. Hello, root rot. I'm gonna try to see if I can get like vines rooted from this. I'm gonna stick it in a really wet environment, like I'm just gonna say damp, to see if I can get. Oh look, we have something else here. Okay, so this is the stem, so I could pot this up. Oh, and this leaf is. Oh, okay, this leaf feels better. Gosh darn it. What the heck? Is there roots on here? Everything rots for me in water. Yeah. I thought we weren't going to do this today. I'm going to probably just do this off camera. I won't even bother collecting B-roll from it, but we're going to pot this up. My Hoya Cadata. We'll have to take care of that later. And this one, yeah, it's gross. It's slimy. Ew. Okay, we'll have to put it back in the jar. And okay, I think we're gonna stop this today. Okay, here's what we've done with my hands. That's been, look at all the plants. Some of these I am gonna sell. Some of these I will be keeping. Definitely, like one of each I'm definitely gonna keep. So we'll see. This one is so cute. And then we have this one, and there's that Anthurium in water that I'm probably gonna just take care of offline. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and relaxing. I don't know what you were doing while you were doing this. Hope you were doing some plant chores or just hanging out on the couch. I like to watch these plant chore videos while I hang out on the sofa. Thanks so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember, you are loved. You are so, so loved. All right. Should I pick out all the leca pieces from this? I'm gonna do as much as I can. My plant care life is finally coming together. I'm excited.